Loving God, you have called us each by name. As we celebrate the culmination of many years of hard work and dedication, help us to be fully present here in this day. As the names of the Augustana College class of 2017 are called today, help us to remember all of those people, places, and encounters that have brought us here. We honor their role in our journey and offer thanks for families, friends, teachers, and other mentors. May we look back with pride and look ahead with anticipation. Most of all, may we trust that we come to this day as whole people, filled with many thoughts, emotions, and experiences, called to be exactly who we are in a world that waits in anticipation to receive our gifts. Amen. You may be seated.
Eternal, ringing on a farther shore, as I near those swollen waters with their deep and solemn roar. Hallelujah, 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 glory to the Lamb. And
And now please stand for the school song, By the Mighty Mississippi.
By the mighty Mississippi, on a rocky shore, stands the school we love so dearly, now and evermore. Augustana, Augustana, we thy children as of old, sing thy praising song unending to old Augie's blue and gold. Though the future years may part us, still together now, faith and love to Augustana, evermore we vow. Augustana, Augustana, we thy children as of old, sing thy praising song unending to old Augie's blue and gold.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Augustana College Board of Trustees, I hereby call this annual commencement convocation to order. Our first commencement convocation was held weeks before the Civil War began in 1861. This is our 157th convocation. Let us take this opportunity to thank the Augustana Symphony Band and the Augustana Choir for their outstanding contributions to today's ceremonies. Indeed, the music at Augustana is heavenly. Members of the class of 2017, it is my honor to congratulate you on behalf of the faculty, staff, administration of Augustana College. We are so very proud of your accomplishments, and we thank you for the opportunity to serve you. It has been an honor for all of us to share time together, a time that is important in your life, and witness how you have grown. You are now ready to take on the world. To the parents here and family members, my greatest joy and privilege over the last 4 years has been to watch your students grow in mind, body, and spirit. My daughter Angela and son-in-law Nicholas graduated from the college several years ago, and I saw firsthand, as a parent, the magic of Augustana College. Thank you, parents, for your sacrifice in making a high-quality education available to your students. Your investment in your students' education will continue to pay benefits for the rest of your students' lives. Students, much has happened in your 4 years at Augustana College. As you arrived, we dedicated the Gerber Center for Student Life, which is among the biggest construction projects in the history of the college, as well as the Knowlton Outdoor Athletic Complex. Many of you have enjoyed our outstanding Kim and Donna Bruner Theater. You've watched the modernization of our largest residence halls. You've watched our career service office multiply from 4 professionals to 15 professionals, all dedicated to your success from this day forward. And I hope students, parents, and friends that you agree that Augustana College was correctly named one of the top 25 colleges and universities in the United States when it comes to a beautiful campus. And thanks to your achievements, we've reaffirmed our place as a top 10 school of all colleges and universities, big and small, when it comes to academic All-Americans. There is a saying derived from St. Thomas Aquinas that the journey before us is a challenge to the heart before it tests the strength of our legs. You have demonstrated, students, that you have the heart for meaningful lives of service. You've developed a vision for a better world and better communities during your 4 years at Augustana. It is now your turn to turn your vision into action and build on your accomplishments here. Students, I remember when you came to Augustana 4 years ago, and I addressed you as a class of first-year students. When I looked out across that opening convocation 4 years ago, I could see that you were a bright, intelligent group, but apprehensive about the next 4 years. It warms my heart, as does it your families, to see that while you might still be a bit apprehensive about the future, you have now gained the skills and confidence to build a rewarding life of leadership and service. At opening convocation, I talked to you about turning the crystal. I told you that when you turn the crystal and look through it, you can see the world or the room from different facets. And when you hold that crystal up to the light, it separates the light into its component parts. Just as when you hold your education up to the light, it separates the component parts of your education into a vision and truth. I've had the pleasure of watching you gain critical thinking skills by analyzing complex problems through the eyes of others, through different facets. You learn to see the world not only through your own eyes, but through the experiences of others. I've watched you ascertain the truth by questioning your assumptions. In doing so, you have become not only knowledgeable students, but you have become creative and wise. May you combine your wisdom and creativity with a sense of adventure on your way to living full lives. And on the subject of sense of adventure, that word describes your class in many ways: adventurous. You used your Augie Choice grants to gain maximum advantage by pursuing high-impact learning experiences outside of the classroom. More than 40% of the graduating seniors have gotten out of their comfort zone to travel internationally. More than 2/3 of our students have pursued internships in the Quad Cities throughout the United States and throughout the world. And all students completed senior inquiry projects that helped them not only ascertain their vocation, but gain the skills necessary to pursue rewarding lives of service. Students, this year I am particularly impressed with your volunteer service. This year, Augustana students logged nearly 20,000 hours of volunteer service. On behalf of your home community for the last 4 years, the Quad Cities, let me thank you for making the Quad Cities a better place. Your efforts to make a better community have extended to Augustana College also. Likewise, you've engaged in service throughout the United States and the world. You have demonstrated your passion to make this world a better place. It is now your turn to move forward. Take your commitments and your passions into your future communities as you resolve to act justly, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God. Now, a few years ago, I ordered several dozen Augie A's cast, a little smaller than this A, about this big. They're over at the table there, you see them. But it was only several dozen that I ordered. I decided to give those to our alumni who were best friends of the college. But one day as I was walking home along the slough path, I thought, who are the best friends of our college? The best friends of our college are our students. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees and our Alumni Association, we want to give you an Augie A. I'd like you to display that Augie A after you graduate at a prominent place in your home or your place of business. Because after all, Augustana will always be part of you, and you will always be part of Augustana College. Through your 4 years here, you have indeed put a mark on this college through your scholarship, through your service, through your accomplishments on the athletic field and the performance stage. And Augustana, through your professors, coaches, and other mentors, has put its mark on you. Carry Augustana proudly with you for the rest of your life, and remember that your Augie A is a symbol of your years here. Students, it has been an honor for all of us to be part of your lives. We are very, very proud of you. May God bless and keep the Augustana class of 2017. Congratulations, students. The introduction of the commencement speaker will be by Dr. Kathy Jakelski. Dr. Jakelski, one of our most beloved professors, is a professor of communication science and disorders. She also holds the Florence C. and Dr. John E. Wirtz Distinguished Chair in Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Thank you. President Balls, members of the faculty, candidates for graduation, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our 2017 commencement speaker, Dr. Al Bowman. He is President Emeritus of Illinois State University, Illinois' first public university, having been established only 3 years prior to Augustana's founding in 1860. Under Dr. Bowman's leadership, the 6 colleges that make up Illinois State University grew in academic excellence and national reputation, as well as developed a culture of comprehensive and continuous planning, as evidenced by the university's strategic plan, known as Educating Illinois. Before beginning his tenure as president in 2003, Dr. Bowman had served for a quarter century as a member of the speech-language pathology faculty, a discipline he entered as an undergraduate right here at Augustana. Today, he addresses us as a nationally respected leader in higher education, as well as an honored member of the Augustana class of 1975. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to this 157th commencement convocation of Augustana College, Dr. Al Bowman.
Thank you. By my latest count, this is my 25th commencement address, and it feels good to stand behind the podium. I'm going to make 3 promises, though. First of all, I'm going to talk about the Augustana experience and these wonderful graduates before us. I am not going to talk about Springfield and a gentleman that I spent many years working with, Rod Blagojevich. I will not talk about Washington, D.C. and anything that's going on there. And I promise to be brief. That first applause came from my wife. Good afternoon, and welcome to commencement at one of the best private liberal arts colleges in the country. I'd like to be among the first to congratulate you for reaching this important milestone. For many of you, especially if you're not the first person in your family to earn a college degree, this milestone may seem like just another step toward a professional career. But I'd like to remind you that this is a major accomplishment. Only 1 in 3 adults in the U.S. holds a bachelor's degree or higher. I also want to applaud you for choosing Augustana as your collegiate home. There is no question that this experience has changed you in fundamental ways. The description of Augustana as one of the country's best private colleges is not an empty marketing slogan. As many of you know, a number of publications have ranked Augustana among the country's best. While I didn't know it at the time, my academic and personal experiences here as a student in the 1970s set the stage for professional successes that could not have happened had I not had the kind of foundational experience that is uniquely Augustana. I also know that Augustana is a special place after spending 10 years as a university president. I know where colleges and universities hide their skeletons. Augustana has none. One need look no further than the 12-to-1 student-faculty ratio, the employment of faculty with the highest degrees in their fields of study, the use of full-time faculty who devote all of their energies to the college rather than reliance on part-time adjuncts and graduate assistants. Augustana has been ranked as a top institution for many, many years. Money magazine ranked Augustana in the top 50 nationally among liberal arts institutions. Forbes magazine ranked Augustana among the top 100 colleges nationally for return on investment. Everyone in the higher education industry knows that a college or university is only as good as its faculty. Augustana is the kind of place that hired people like Dr. Dorothy Parkander, a professor of English literature who retired in the 1990s and who was in many ways, in my opinion, the perfect example of why the academic rigor of the Augustana experience provides a gateway to professional success. For those of you who didn't know her, I will tell you that she seemed to see her mission in life as one of ridding the world of faulty reasoning and poor writing. If you were a student in one of her classes, you were in the line of fire. Some of my classmates described her as a man-eater, but that missed the point entirely. She chewed up everyone, and students learned very quickly that if your work didn't meet her high standards, you would be held accountable. I've been looking forward to giving this commencement address since President Ball's invitation last year. I wanted to do this for a couple of reasons, but most importantly, to use this address as an opportunity to thank this institution for all it has meant to my personal and professional growth. My experience here was life-altering. I also have been looking forward to using this address as an opportunity to salute the outstanding work of your president and his administrative team. President Balls is a superb college president who has added tremendous value to the Augustana brand. Our alma mater is in good hands. Thank you. As I drove around the campus today, it was stunning to see the numerous additions and improvements to my college home. It was also good to see that my old residence hall, Seminary Hall, is still standing and didn't burn to the ground. More on that story in a moment. When I moved into that building in 1971, my dad had driven me from our home in Colorado Springs to Illinois. What my dad didn't know was that among my many boxes of stuff was a very large supply of M80s. And for those of you who are obsessed with fireworks, you know that the firepower of an M80 is so great that they were once used by the U.S. military to simulate explosives and artillery fire. For people who have a federal explosive license, it's legal to purchase and use M80s. I did not have a federal explosive license, but I did have a large supply of smoke bombs, which I thought might come in handy once I moved into Seminary Hall. I have to tell you that I spent many a morning setting off smoke bombs and M80s while my unsuspecting dorm mates were taking showers. For an 18-year-old guy, is anything more fun than scaring the living daylight out of your best friend? Needless to say, after a few of those episodes, the rooms of potential suspects were searched, and not wanting to face the consequences, I carefully removed the heating grate cover in the building and hid my substantial stash behind it. Several weeks later, when I removed the grate to retrieve my weapons of mass destruction, they had either been discovered or had fallen deep into the building's ductwork. I decided it was probably prudent to simply hope for the best and assume that my stash was not a fire accelerant somewhere in the bowels of the building. And since the building is still standing today, it's safe to assume that the fireworks were probably discovered and removed. I hope. Given the successes of numerous generations of Augustana graduates, we know that the class of 2017 will follow in the footsteps of people like Emily Landon, a graduate of the class of 1999, who earned her medical degree at Loyola University and is currently serving as a professor of medicine at the University of Chicago Medical Center. My class of 1975 included the late Brenda Barnes, the former CEO of Sara Lee, who became one of the highest-ranking women in corporate America. We know that the pace of technological change will continue to accelerate, and that if the past is any guide, Augustana graduates will continue to thrive. Recent graduates like Kate Dempsey, class of 2011, are in jobs that didn't exist 15 or 20 years ago. Kate earned a bachelor's degree in biology and psychology, a master's in genetic counseling, and is now a genetic counselor specializing in oncology genetics. Stephanie Ewing, class of 2008, earned a degree here in English literature. Her current position, social media manager of the Radiological Society of North America, where she develops content strategies and crafts multimedia posts for social media platforms that serve radiologists, researchers, and patients. There is no doubt in my mind that you have the skills that will be needed to not only achieve professional success, but the knowledge our country needs to maintain its leadership role in a global economy. You are graduating into a new and challenging era, and you're graduating from a first-rate institution. In this era, your degree will be an essential asset. Of the 11.6 million jobs created after the Great Recession, 8.4 million went to those with at least a bachelor's degree. While we generally think of a college education in personal terms, there are broader societal benefits of investment in higher education that are fundamental to the well-being of our nation. I'm confident that our well-being is assured if you honor the principles that define this great institution: respect for ideas and discovery, a commitment to civic engagement, and a passion for knowledge. Your intelligence and creativity will be essential as America grapples with the enormous challenges of the 21st century. Your Augustana education has given you the tools to grapple with the challenges of this new millennium and to assume a leadership role in both your profession and in civic life. Whether you've been trained as an actor, educator, economist, or accountant, you also have the skills that will allow you to embrace scientific and technological change. As an Augustana graduate, I know you can be counted on to contribute to America's strength and vitality. Congratulations and best of luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Sal. Thanks for those kind words. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bowman. We too are happy that Seminary Hall is still standing. Thank you for those sage comments, and thank you to the challenge to our students. And now, representing the class of 2017, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Michael Daniels.
Thank you. I had a lot to say in 3 to 5 minutes, so I actually wrote 2 speeches, so we'll see which one I just pulled out. Speech B it is. Welcome again to all the family members, faculty, and staff, and congratulations to the class of 2017. I'm honored to address my fellow seniors this year, although I have to admit that it's been a pretty thoughtful exercise for me, especially as an accounting major. I'm used to doing a lot of work on a calculator, which didn't help me much for this speech. The challenge is that with over 500 graduating seniors this year, we've all had a lot of different experiences, even at a small, close-knit college. We've participated in different activities and studied different subjects. And after we part ways today, there's a good chance that we will each go over 500 different directions. But still, there must be something common about our 4 years at Augustana, something shared, something that binds us all together. If there truly were a common thread binding together the class of 2017, I think it would be the people who have surrounded us, the Augie family. This group of people certainly includes teachers, but does not end there. Many of us were greeted by first name each morning by Chris and Lisa, the ladies who work the register at the CSL. And some of us even got to sit right next to the athletic director at basketball and baseball games. Although we each had a very different experience at Augie, I know that we were all mentored by members of the faculty and staff here. So I would like to ask all the seniors to join me in thanking the people here who have helped make our last 4 years very special. I learned countless lessons from teachers and coaches at Augustana, but as I reflected back over the last 4 years, one moment stood out. After 9 weeks in a 200 level class, I hadn't missed many points. So the night before the last quiz, instead of opening my textbook, I reached for my calculator to find out how many points I could miss without dropping my overall grade below an A. I crunched the numbers and felt confident that I could score above the threshold without studying. So my books were not open that night. A few days later, I received the graded quiz back, an 85%, well above the score I needed to keep my A. So I thought to myself, good enough. But on the last page of the quiz, there was a short handwritten note from the teacher. It said, "Michael, this is not your best work." And I was offended at first. I had earned an A in this teacher's course. What more did she want from me? But she wasn't concerned about my grade. She was concerned about me, and she knew that I had more to give. A few years ago, the football team started using a new phrase, the Augie way. The slogan is a little bit abstract and open to interpretation, but after 4 years, I think I finally have an idea of what has been hiding in plain sight all along. Augustana is a special place because the people here do not subscribe to the notion of good enough. A man once said, "Enough implies an end. If one studies enough, then one need not study more. If one learns enough, one need not learn more. And if one does enough, well, then one need not do more." Something about Augustana has taught each of us that good enough is not good enough at all. And that is the Augie way. So to the graduating class of 2017, as I look out from here, I see people from all different walks of life. There is no doubt that we are each unique from one another and will follow different paths after parting ways this afternoon. But wherever we go and whatever we do, let's do it the Augie way. Thank you, and God bless the class of 2017.
Thank you to Dr. Lambrecht and the Symphonic Band for that rousing piece. One more round of applause, please. It is the custom at Augustana College to recognize leaders who exemplify the characteristics that we hope our students and graduates will emulate in their professional lives. This year, we honor two leaders who have certainly made their mark in the area of higher education. Dr. Kathy Jakowski will read the citation for our honorary degree recipient, Al Bowman. I invite the candidate to stand and come forward for the conferring of the degree.
President Balls, on behalf of the faculty of Augustana College, it is my pleasure to present Al Bowman to you as candidate for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Augustana's mission commits faculty and staff to helping students prepare for rewarding lives of leadership and service. When a former student reaches the point in his or her life when one might look back to see such leadership and service played out on a national stage, it is entirely appropriate for us to pause and reflect on what makes for such a life. Through his visionary leadership of one of America's great public universities, Al Bowman personified those qualities of mind, spirit, and body that Augustana seeks to instill in all of its students. After graduating from Augustana in 1975 with a major in speech pathology, he completed his master's and PhD and joined the faculty of Illinois State University in 1978. In 2002, he was asked to serve in the capacity of interim vice president of academic affairs and provost. And while only in that position for a matter of months, his work was sufficiently outstanding that he was named president of the university the following year. Over his 10 years as president, he helped raise hundreds of millions of dollars to improve Illinois State University and enhance the experience of all of its students. Today, he remains active in service to higher education as a member of the New York Times Higher Education Cabinet, the American Council on Education's Commission on Lifelong Learning, and the North American Council of the International Association of University Presidents, among many other appointments. I personally know him as an outspoken advocate of Augustana's educational mission and our accomplishments. President Balls, for his leadership in the crucial enterprise of higher education to improve society by thoughtful preparation of servant leaders, such as those seated before us today, and for his service and support of higher education in our state, nation, and world. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, I have the pleasure of presenting Al Bowman for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
I accept the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Bowman. Provost Perina Lawrence will read the citation for our second honorary degree recipient, Lee S. Sealander. I invite the candidate to stand and come forward for the conferring of the degree.
Mr. President, it's the recommendation of the faculty of Augustana College that we confer upon Lee Sealander the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Lee Sealander received his bachelor's degree from Augustana College in 1972 and his MBA from Northwestern University in Illinois in 1978. Lee is a very accomplished Augustana alum who joined the Northern Trust Company, a global Fortune 500 financial services firm located in Chicago, Illinois, as a summer intern while at Augustana in 1977 and went on to build a distinguished career with them, ultimately retiring as its executive vice president. Lee has served as a member of Augustana College Board of Trustees for 13 years and has devoted his time, and I would say money, to the college during his time of service. He will complete his current 4-year term as the chair of the Board of Trustees in October 2017. I wanted to share a personal story about Lee that goes back to when he was a student here. This might embarrass him a little. In his senior year of college, he was asked to come back and serve as a CA, then it was called Residence Advisor. Apparently, his fraternity brothers needed some close monitoring, and Lee had to live on the floor with all the pugs and keep them in line and out of trouble for the year, plus make sure that the dorm stayed in good repair. It turned out to be quite a successful endeavor for both the pugs and Lee. This marked the beginning of a long career of Lee's trustworthiness, leadership, increasing responsibility, and keeping people in line. Unfortunately for Lee, he did graduate the next year, and the pugs fraternity was ultimately banned from campus in 1993 because there was no one to keep them out of trouble. However, Lee does want me to tell you that a former trustee who's the board chair, the current trustee, that's Lee, and the next chair-elect of the Board of Trustees of Augustana College are all former PUG members, something he wants us all to ponder. Thank you, Lee, for your commitment to your alma mater, to Augustana College. It has been a privilege for me and for all of us to work under your leadership. Thank you.
And students, it will be Lee Sealander's name on your diploma. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, which I accept, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Augustana College Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Lee Sealander, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all of the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Sealander. And now we will recognize retiring members of the faculty. Several members of our valued faculty are retiring this year, and Parina Lawrence will recognize those members of our community as we confer upon them the rank of Professor Emeritus.
Thank you, Steve. Will the two faculty members who are retiring from Augustana College please stand as I recognize them? Donna and Virginia. I know you're here. There. Okay. Dr. Donna Dungan has served as a member of Augustana faculty in the Department of Math and Computer Science for 37 years, starting her career in 1980. Perhaps no one has witnessed so many changes over her career as Donna has. She has seen the changing role of women in higher education, both as a student and as a professional, plus the changes in her field of specialty, computer science. As one of the first generation of college students who was impacted by the landmark Title IX legislation in 1972 with respect to women and athletics, Donna was the co-captain of Augustana's first modern women's basketball team during her time here as a student. She graduated from Augustana in 1974. She pursued the field of computer science, which has kept her on her toes ever since, because it's a field that just doesn't grow at the edges like most other disciplines, but literally changes at warp speed. To keep some semblance of sanity and routine in her life, Donna is an avid runner. Every morning she's at PepsiCo, running with a smile on her face, waving at me as she laps me on the rare occasion that I'm running. While my knees may have given up, Donna has kept on with it for 40-some years. Thank you, Donna, for your service to the college and your devotion to our students. Virginia Johnson has served as a member of Augustana faculty and the director of the Reading Writing Center, now a part of Augustana's Learning Commons, since 1994. Virginia has been a quiet but powerful presence at Augustana. Her strength and her deep confidence emanates from the fact that this is the profession that she was called to, and the one she has simply loved. I have yet to meet someone who is as kind, conscientious, gracious, and giving as Virginia Johnson. But she balances that so well with her deep conviction of student-centered education and a commitment to the firm standards of an Augustana education. I paraphrase one of her students who is now a faculty member at another institution, who describes Virginia as having touched so many lives over the years at the Reading and Writing Center, which served as a safe space for all learners long before that term became part of people's general vocabulary. She helped her students develop patience, empathy, and a passion for teaching and learning by modeling it first herself. Thank you, Virginia, for your service to the college and your devotion to our students.
And one other member of our faculty is concluding her service to Augustana College. We are proud that Provost Perina Lawrence will soon be President Perina Lawrence of Hollins University and Virginia. Dr. Lawrence is known to our students as the Students Provost because of her staunch advocacy of providing students with the best possible education at Augustana College. I join the faculty and all members of the Augustana community for thanking Provost Lawrence. We will miss you. Provost Lawrence, will you please stand to be recognized? And now, as is the custom at Augustana College, we will pause in just a moment for a quick break to stand and stretch before the awarding of the degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, we will reconvene in 5 minutes.
President and soon to be President.
The goal is to have somebody getting their diploma, somebody walking, and somebody shaking Steve's hand at the same time.
Yeah, Sam had said as soon as they cross,
Yep.
read,
Yep,
get to
read
the
the
next
next
game.
name. And then if they don't walk, then it's just an essential.
Yeah. Okay.
I do.
I know what they are.
Because when I was a kid growing up, literally flush one down a toilet in a housing house would be. Oh, it's a.
Let us be seated, please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event, the conferring of the degrees. Provost Lawrence, will you please present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts?
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty, I wish to recommend the conferring of the degree of Bachelor of Arts on these candidates upon completion of the requirements.
I accept the recommendation of the faculty by virtue of the authority vested in me by the State of Illinois and the Board of Trustees, and subject to your completion of the requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the privileges, rights, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Welcome to the company of educated world citizens.
You can be seated. Will all candidates please present themselves as their names are called? And here I would like to request the audience to refrain as much as possible from clapping, applauding, shouting out, so that we make sure that all the graduates can be recognized at the end of the ceremony. Thank you. Shauna Marie Abels, cum laude. Devin Haley Ann Absner. Carly Renee Adams, cum laude. Marvin McCoury Aghabin. Alexander Joseph Amen, cum laude. Fatima Nushaya Ali. Jorge Luis Ambriz. Austin Dwayne Anderson, magna cum laude. Brockton Connor Anderson. Victoria Lubomivora Andanova, cum laude. Emily Ann Antolik. Catherine Marie Aquadro, cum laude. Stephen Hideo Arimura. Jack Herman Asquini. Joseph Conrad Amuller. Zin Sid Swan Wow. Amy Beth Marie Badgett, summa cum laude. Andrew Elliott Bainter. Amy Nicole Baldwin, cum laude. Debo Andrew Belogan. Emily Barriosi, cum laude. John Emmanuel Bastian. Sarah Elizabeth Ba, cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Beitler, cum laude. Cassidy Ann Belsky. Deanna Nicole Bender, cum laude. Chloe Michelle Benson, cum laude. Maxwell Alexander Benstein. Charles Joseph Bentley. Thomas Hawkins Bernard. Jessica Nicole Berry. Camilla Shapland Best, cum laude. Maxwell Pavo Bestivina. Ali Marie Bettenhausen. Rahul A.J. Bhatia. Justin William Bishop. Allison Marie Bjork. Ariel Marilyn Blamer, cum laude. Courtney K. Boland. Brandon Joseph Bonifer. Nora Catherine Ballett, magna cum laude. Taylor Ann Boyer. Camille Brushier. Michael Andrew Brzezinski. Colleen Therese Brown, cum laude. Marisa Margaret Brown. Cleo Onwe Bubulka, cum laude. In absentia, Austin Tyler Brandt, magna cum laude. Christina Faith Burkholder. McKenna Patricia Ann Burns. Lucas William Burrow. Erin Elizabeth Bushimi. Rachel Danielle Butter. Alexa Marie Caputo, cum laude. Jason Matthew Carey. Grace Ann Carlson. Michael Scott Carlson, cum laude. Joseph Cody Carroll, summa cum laude. Elise Taylor Cather. Bartholomew Seller. Sarah Francesca Grenke Cepeda. Alessandra James Cervoni. Robert Michael Cheney. Barry Victoria Shaleen, cum laude. Anvina Choknamtum Kunut, cum laude. Courtney Lean Chenard. Alexander Joseph Sintado. Amanda Kristen Sipek. Michael Brian Clapp, magna cum laude. Diana Marie Cleveland. Christina May Clulo, cum laude. Patrick Wayne Conniff, cum laude. Summer Nicole Cook. Zachary Brian Cook. Melissa Linnea Coons. Michaela Joy Cooper. Philip Frederick Corrado. Jael Andre Cortez. Olivia Michelle Covert Proctor, cum laude. Brittany Alexandria Crawford. Kelsey Danielle Cunningham. Ryan William Curry. Jessica Ann Zarnecki. Michael Allen Daniels, summa cum laude. Ariane Amanda Davis, cum laude. Lauren Alyssa Davis. Krista Elizabeth Dawson, cum laude. Rashawn DeBoard, cum laude. Samantha Gail Ree DeForest Davis, cum laude. Margaret Lee Del Vecchio. Marina Alexandra Delajonis. Eric Douglas DiMattia. Maeve Kathleen Derrig. Bryce Anthony DeBodge, cum laude. Ian Kelly Disseldorf. Bibi Gabriella Donis. Peter Stephen Doughty. John Michael Dravini. Camilo Duarte. Samuel Gerald Dunklow, summa cum laude. Joseph Paul DeRocher. Amanda Lynn Ebert, cum laude. Paris DeAndre Edwards. Brian Joseph Egan. Yasmina Ayupovich. Miriam L. Morini. Jonathan Allen Elsie. Bailey Joe England, cum laude. Irving Martin Escobar. Jessica Jane Estes. Amy Patricia Even, cum laude. Michaela Marie Fallon. Samuel Charles Farella. Elizabeth Janine Farwell. Cassidy J. Lewis Fauser. Sydney Bryanton Fedur. Jamie Marie Fee, cum laude. Jared Matthew Feller. Elizabeth Therese Fetcher. Monica Allison Fiala, cum laude. Daniel Jacob Fiesler. Megan Marie Forrest. Joshua Alexander Fowler. Katrina Joy Friedrich, summa cum laude. Alyssa Jane Froling, magna cum laude. Brianne Marie Fries. Sarah Jo Funky, cum laude. Jordan Peter Furiosi. Allison Grace Fur, summa cum laude. Chloe Lynn Gale. Taylor Nicole Gallagher. Guadalupe Gay Gose. Ariana Jude Galvin. Amiao Gao, magna cum laude. Andrew Garcia. Christian Garcia, cum laude. Atticus James Garrison, cum laude. Giselle Nicole Gastambidi. Kylie Rose Gember. Megan Elizabeth George. Marjorie Ray Gerke, magna cum laude. Jordan Douglas Gibb, summa cum laude. Thomas Aaron Gilman. Griffin David Gleety. Gletty. Hannah Morgan Gobeil. Dana Lynn Goggin. Lauren Beth Goggin, cum laude. Lysandra Gomez Ramirez, magna cum laude. Natalie Gonzalez. Jake Patrick Gora. Blake Ellen Gordon, cum laude. Kelsey Ray Gorsh. Emily Margaret Grace, cum laude. Nora Marie Grayling. Crystal Selena Gray. Logan Emery Green, cum laude. Milan Elaine Griffith, cum laude. Emily Kathleen Grooms, magna cum laude. Andrea Lynn Gruba. Ryan Paul Gritzmacher. Luther Metz Grolke, cum laude. Jesse Emmanuel Grunison. Alisa Caroline Grutz. Christina Guerrero Rivera. Rachel Ann Hale. Jack Philip Halicki. Carter Jacob Hall. Jacob Carl Hallendorf, cum laude. Timothy Vincent Hamby. Daniel Wayne Hamilton. Ginger Cece Hamilton, cum laude. Megan Rose Hammerer. Colin Robert Hansen. Markeisha Simone Harden. Hannah Lee Hart.
James Paul Hartnett. Olivia Reese Havens. Jared Patrick Hawkins. Joshua Michael Bo Hennon. Jacob Meyer Herman. Nicholas Ryan Hermanson. Alyssa Marie Hernandez. Selena Hernandez. Daniel Joseph Herrera, cum laude. Alexis Renee Hill. Kylie Michelle Hillock. Brian James Hinckley, magna cum laude. John Huen Ho, summa cum laude. Michael David Hoekstra, cum laude. Raven Rayanne Hoffman, magna cum laude. Carly Elizabeth Hogan, magna cum laude. Connor Thomas Hogan. Kyle Joseph Holder. Marissa Nicole Holmes, cum laude. Andrew James Hollis. Amanda Joy Holmes. Christopher Eugene Holmes. Brian Michael Hook. Amber Elaine Hopf. Anne Eileen Hopkins, cum laude. Clayton Ross Houle. Emily Hope Hubert. Karina Huerta, cum laude. Alexis Ray Hudson. Hussam Ibrahim, magna cum laude. Amanda Rose Aiko, magna cum laude. Kayla Lynn Jackson, magna cum laude. McKee Elizabeth Jackson. Michael August Jacobs. Dylan Connor James. Svindri Uthpala Jayawardunda. Almost got it. Rachel K. Jennings, summa cum laude. Emily Rose Johnson. Eric Davidson Johnson. Michelle Ann Johnson, summa cum laude. Jacob Lee Johnston, cum laude. Justin Kempfer Joy. Maureen Margaret Joyce, cum laude. Alyssa Marie Junjahan. Amy J. Kaukoff. Casey Marie Kallenberger. Colin Patrick Kalmus. Callista Fanula Camberos, cum laude. Brittany Nicole Kellett, cum laude. Catherine Michelle Kelly. Lauren Ann Kenning, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Kepner, cum laude. Michael Allen Kirschiter. Zachary Thomas Kirschgott. Jacqueline Joy Kabir Evans. Jacob Ryan Kilberg. Jaleesa Michelle Kindred. Kiefer Wayne Caius. Lauren Christine Claris. Ashley Nicole Klaus. Daniel Kenneth Cole, cum laude. Tara Ellen Kowski. Jacob X. Carpin. Brian Christopher Kuntz, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Kupar, magna cum laude. Rebecca Ann Ladner. Ryan Christopher Lane. Shannon Leigh Larson. Victoria Claudia Layson, cum laude. Daniel Yoka Latner. Niccolo Giovanni Loriente. Stephen Eugene Lavelle. Ming Kwang Lei. Jennifer Christine Luck. Megan Elizabeth Lehman. Elena Alexis Leith, cum laude. Anna Marie Lynch. Jake Austin Lewis, cum laude. John Keppel Jiwan Lewis. Mitchell Jeffrey Lewis, cum laude. Andrea Rose Liebgett. Miao Zor Lin, cum laude. Hannah Jean Lindemann. Rebecca Grace Lindstrom. Amanda Rose Livingston. Justin Samuel Lizarado. Alexander Alfredo Lobo. Hannah Catherine Lohmeyer, summa cum laude. Justin Thomas Long. Vanessa Samantha Lopez. Brianna Renee Lovell. David James Lowe III. Elise Marcella Lyon. Alexandra Marie Madison, magna cum laude. Cameron Addison Major. Ian William Magnuson. Ryan Michael Mayer. Ian William Martin. Robert Malik Martin. Evan Marion Fatima Martson. Olivia Marie Mayer, cum laude. Tawanda Lovejoy Memburi Quazo. Anne Christine McBaron. Ryan Austin McCarthy, cum laude. Kathleen Ann McCoy. Kyle Tabor McGinley. Madeline Trace McGuire. Benjamin Paul Crotty McKay, summa cum laude. Christopher Leland McLaughlin. Derek Sylvester McLean. Megan Rose McLean. Sean Patrick McMahon. Ian Andrew McNaughton. Mackenzie Kate Mears, cum laude. Omar Alejandro Medina, cum laude. Irene Linnea Mikas, magna cum laude. Sarah Jane Melchior, cum laude. Jake Andrew Melick. Chelsea Pina Mentado, cum laude. Adam Richard Metz. Brianna Louise Meyer, summa cum laude. Gage Marcus Myers, magna cum laude. Brittany Ann Middleton. Hannah Noel Militello. Alex Wesley Miller. Nicholas Alexander Miller, cum laude. Taylor Jean Miller. Nicholas Andrew Meisner. Anne Elizabeth Mitchell, magna cum laude. Stephen John Mondluck, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Moody. Cindy Victoria Morales. John Walter Morawski in absentia. Nicole Johan Moresi. Riley Patrick Moss. Hannah Christine Mueller, magna cum laude. Emily Marie Murphy. Zachariah Nadif. Sarah Marie Nofsker, magna cum laude. Sarah Jean Neff. Timothy Joseph Nelligan. Amanda Corinne Nelson, summa cum laude. Kirsten Elizabeth Nelson, cum laude. Patrick Lynn Douglas Nelson, cum laude. Chong Wen, summa cum laude. Lauren Ashley Nicholson, magna cum laude. Kendra Ryan Norman. Tanner Lawrence Obel. Sophia Ryan Oakes. Haley Michelle O'Donnell, summa cum laude. Shannon Marie Oakland. Joseph John Oliger. Kelsey Olive. Kristen Mary O'Malley. Stephanie Marie Oros. Nicholas Michael Orslini. Danae Omar Osman. Sebastian John Paglarello. Danisha Tharaki Pahath Kumara. John Paul Polisak. Nadia Francesca Ponaski, cum laude. Lauren Nicole Pacetis, cum laude. Nathan Thomas Payne, summa cum laude. Jordan Darlene Peklo. Zachary John Peruski. Amanda Sue Petterlin. Paige Louise Phelps, cum laude. So Mao Mao Phon Myunt, cum laude. Patricia Eva Pekarzik, magna cum laude. Jacob Tyler Biskey. Chandler Kyle Poole. Faith Danielle Popovich. Lindsay Elizabeth Pop. Lane Paige Poremski, summa cum laude. Tyson James Robert Powers.
Brittany Ann Poyner. Nicholas Jacob Prabhakar, cum laude. Brandon Joseph Price. Kellen Lee Price. Kayleen Marie Prince. Elizabeth Ione Probst, cum laude. Lauren Taylor Kednow, magna cum laude. Ali Abid Rabeh, summa cum laude. Sergio Ramirez. Teresa Lynn Raymond. Jake David Rancic, cum laude. Felicia Ranjit. Sarah Kimberly Reese. Nicholas Jeffrey Refka. Patricia Brooke Ray. Melissa Mary Ribokaukis. Jessica Mary Richter. Uriah Christine Rico. Sophia Claire Reese, summa cum laude. Jessa Marie Rizzo. Zoe Jane Robb. Jonas Lloyd Robbins. Luke Drayton Robinson, summa cum laude. Matthew John Roach. Henry William Roderick. Madison Rose Rogers. Michael James Rogers. Trevor John Rogers. Robert Edward Rousine. Michael Thomas Roth. Peter Louis Ruggles. Mitchell David Rue. Taina Lizette Ruiz, cum laude. Erin Jane Rundy. Christopher Schley Saladin, summa cum laude. Colette Lauren Salinas La Riviere, cum laude. Sylvia Salinas. Maggie Marie Sampson. Roberto Carlos Sanchez. Alexis Nicole Santoni. Kayla Annalie Sosido, cum laude. Christina Marie Saar. Tanya Marie Schmitz. Colton Robert Schulenberg. Ellie Lorraine Schwitz. Brianna Rose Scribano, cum laude. Allison Lucy Shudder. Alexis Reed Sieben. Kevin Michael Sealander. Miriam Magdi Schott. David Jacob Shapiro. Joel M. Shea. Ryan Edward Shoemaker. Aaron Capri Sieve, summa cum laude. Marcus Dwayne Simmons. Colin Harris Skinner. Nicolette Angela Sleva, magna cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth Sloan. Emma Caroline Smith, cum laude. Isaac Gerard Smith, cum laude. LaSalle Fitzgerald Smith II. Morgan Elizabeth Smith. Wade Marshall Smith, summa cum laude. Connor J. Soika. Francesco Augusto Sposito. Megan Colleen Steinhoff. Elena Marie Stevens, cum laude. Shackleton James Stewart. Ashley Nicole Stiver, cum laude. Kirby Elizabeth Stockwell, cum laude. Jenna Diane Stone. Madison Alexandra Stoneman. Emma Frances Kathleen Stahl, magna cum laude. Grant Alexander Stredler. Dominic Joseph Sullivan, magna cum laude. Eric Connor Swanson. Samuel John Templeman. Jennifer Ty. Jeffrey Daniel Thompson, cum laude. Abigail Louise Thompson, cum laude. Stephen Arthur Tudorov. Emmeline May Tully, cum laude. Luke Richard Torelli. Matthew Patrick Tuttleton, cum laude. Rebecca Diane Van de Winter, cum laude. Jamie Lynn Van Watermeulen. Jennifer Renee Van Watermeulen. Alaric Cam V. Catherine Atonia Villa. Kylie Jo Villarreal. Bao Ken Vu. Lisa Antoinette Waitley. Haley Elaine Walker. Kelly Renee Walker, cum laude. Logan Walker, cum laude. Caton David Wallace. Miles Jonathan Wallin. Kelly Rita Wallner. Nathan Quinn Wallach. Michael Edward Warhank, summa cum laude. Daniel Wesley Watson. Alexandra Stephanie Watts, summa cum laude. Christopher Jean Webb. Morgan Lee Weeks. Jia-Jun Wei, summa cum laude. Casey William Weir. Cheryl Elizabeth Welty, cum laude. Brady Michael Welbert. Nathan William Wendt, cum laude. Amber Elizabeth Wary. Kelsey Ann West, cum laude. Kirsten Jean Westfall. Taylor Elizabeth Way. Michael Thomas Whaley. Brenna Michelle Whistler, magna cum laude. Eric Jeffrey Whitcomb. Josette Emily White, cum laude. Samuel James Will. Douglas Scott Williams. Margaret Maureen Williams. Michael L. Wills. Samuel Robert Wilson, cum laude. Thomas Michael Wilson. Timothy Andrew Wiltshire. Matthew Raymond Witt. Denzel Martwan Woodall. Connor Joseph Wolf. Zachary Burton Yaki. Alina Shelton Zabalautico, magna cum laude. Kyle Robert Zeberline, cum laude. Joshua Charles Zabgrabik. Ying Zhao. Matthew Todd Zimmerman.
Well, congratulations, graduate. Wow, what an outstanding class. We are so very proud of you. Thank you so much. Woo! Our business today is nearly concluded, but it would be far from complete without a word of thanks. Would the Augustana faculty please stand? You are America's finest faculty. Let us recognize the Augustana College faculty. Please stand. Students, our faculty have indeed kept you on your toes, and they keep me on my toes also. There's a final group of people that I would like to recognize today. Students, I am mindful that many have sacrificed so you could obtain your degree from Augustana College. I know the sacrifice of time, energy, and money required for students to complete Augustana. Would the parents of the class of 2017 please stand to be recognized? Several of our parents are in the United States for the first time. They are parents of international students. A special thank you to the parents of our international students. You are always welcome here. As we come to the end of our time together, parents and friends are encouraged to meet students on the lobby and patio outside of this hall. Students, faculty, parents, friends, and relatives, following the benediction and the recessional, I call this 157th annual convocation of Augustana College to a close. Please stand for the benediction.
There are times for endings, and there are times for beginnings. Now is one of those times. As you begin the next part of your journey, may you continue to grow in mind, body, and spirit. May you continue to explore your life and to be adventurous in discovering who you are called to be. May you learn from your mistakes and seek to understand them. When the world presents violence, may you respond with peace. When the world presents friendship, may you accept it. When the world presents a question, may you give voice to it. When the world presents chaos, may you respond with grace. When the world presents opportunity, may you recognize it. Take leave now, knowing that each one of you is a special part of this Augustana community, now and forever. May a spirit of wisdom, a desire for justice, and all the blessings of a loving God be among you and remain with you all. Amen.